Obstacles, expectations, and the pressure to win come with the territory for professional athletes.
The history of the Komets go back, I think it was our 60th year last year, so it goes back quite a ways. We got 3-4 generations of fans coming to the games.
To thank Fort Wayne, Indiana, you know, from coming from Toronto, Ontario, you know, Leaf Nation. I mean, we sell out every home opener, every Thanksgiving, every New Year's Eve. Any given night, you got, you know, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people there.
On the Brink goes inside the Fort Wayne Komets locker room for a never-before-seen perspective from players and coach.
We're one of the top drawing teams in all of minor league hockey. There's quite a history here, and we've been in a lot of different leagues, and the team has been very successful and won a lot of championships.
It's an inside look at one of the most successful teams in minor league hockey.
Well, so far we're 7-4. This is a new league for us. We just changed leagues last year, and you know, it's a good start for us. We're up in second place in our division.
It's the morning of November 17th, and the Komets are coming off a loss the night before. The players get to the arena for practice before their game tonight against the Evansville Icemen.
This is all they do. They're professional hockey players, and you know, their practice is from 10 to 11 in the morning. The rest of the day is usually theirs. We might have a video session at noon some days in preparation for getting the guys ready, but most of the guys, this is what they do, and you know, they make anywhere from $400 a week to $1,500 a week. You know, I started out as a player in 1973 with the Boston Bruins, and as a rookie got to play with Bobby Orr as my defense partner. Bobby Orr is one of the most famous hockey players that ever played on defense, and it was like catching passes from Joe Montana. Everything was right there. Made it very easy for me to break into the National Hockey League. I ended up playing 10 years there till 1983. Most of the players for us come from either the junior leagues in Canada, the major junior leagues, or the Division I and Division III college teams all over the U.S. And you know, there's literally hundreds of places to get players from.
This is my 15th year, you know, playing pro, I guess, so to speak. And grew up playing minor hockey in the Toronto area and the GTHL, like AAA hockey, so to speak. Got drafted in my midget year to the Kingston Frontenacs and the Ontario Hockey League, so it would be like comparable to like Michigan State or whatever, like a D1 college.
Colin Chalk is a throwback to my day with leadership and the way the leaders were back then. It's very difficult to find a leader like Colin Chalk now in minor league hockey that's still playing. Colin brings you know, a lot of fire into the locker room. He's not afraid to stand up in front of his teammates and give everybody a tongue lashing as well as himself when it's needed.
I want to see it. I got to figure it out the neutral zone. Hole in the back of that net. There it is. I love it. I love it. My shoulder pads are about 20 years old. Yeah. More than that, yeah. I think it was Bantam AAA or Midget AAA, and Joe's the man over there. He rebuilds them when they need to be done.
One of Colin's favorite things to do on game day is going to lunch at Fazoli's, a tradition he's had for years.
No, that year we made the playoffs, but everyone did in the whole league. But we were
Did everyone make it?
No, remember one team got left out.
His mustache is a little weak from the stance compared to yours, but yours is.
This is 33 years of mustache growing right here.
Yes. John Michel has to do some work. Straight out of the womb.
I mean, I'm 33 years old, you know? Should be able to grow a mustache better than you guys.
Thread the socks, right?
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah. He can never do it.
You guys do that at home with the girls?
No, they just throw their stuff everywhere, and you know, we take hours to separate them and you know, put them back together. And then my 8-year-old thinks it's cool to wear, you know, mismatched socks. That's even worse because then I can't find the socks that match ever.
It's an hour before the puck drops. The Komets are looking for a strong performance at home after a loss the night before in which the team feels they didn't play up to potential.
I like to just hang out and chill, you know? Some guys Usually the older guys, they kind of just sit in the room and hang out. The younger guys are jumping around. Well, I don't know. You kind of find what works for you, right? Like, so, I mean, I've always kind of had the same setup, I guess. I tried doing that, you know, the warm-ups and the ladders and the lunges, and just as far as, I felt like it was a waste of energy as far as on game day, you know what I mean?
Last night we kind of laid an egg, and we know that, and it was talked about, and we know we have to come out tonight and really get it done, especially at home, in front of the crowd, especially against a team like Evansville, who's in our division. We play plenty of times. So
first of all, you know, before we talk about Evansville, talk about the game last night here, and you know, after watching it again today, I think that, you know, the biggest thing about our hockey team is, you know, last night we brought no passion and no emotion to the game. And, you know, you could hear it on the bench. I didn't hear guys yelling across at the other team. I didn't hear guys yelling at guys on the ice. You know, we seem to play better when we take things personally. You know, we got to make sure when we come to this building that the fans are seeing an effort. You know, you're expected to win championships here, and there's probably no other place in sports where that's expected of you walking in. It's a good kind of pressure, guys, because it's the kind of pressure that puts rings on your fingers. And that's what we're all here for. Against Evansville, we only got 5 defensemen, so our game has to be tonight, get it deep and play it in their end. The more we play in their end tonight, the better it is for our 5 defensemen. Because if we're playing in our end tonight like we were last night, you know, we're going to be gassed after 2 periods. When Evansville wins, they go 2 for 5 on the power play, 2 for 4, 3 for 5. So we have to stay out of the box and be disciplined tonight.
once you kind of establish a little bit of a hate for the other team, it makes you play with a little bit more passion. Well, it's obviously we both don't like each other. We've created kind of a rivalry with these guys last year, and before they were Muskegon, and there's guys on the team that we definitely don't like, and that's why we're expecting a fun game tonight.
Game notes, it's biographies of the other team's players. You know who's a shooter, who's a passer, who's tough, who's soft. Just a little bit. I mean, you're not going to remember everything about everybody, but if you can retain 1 or 2 things, then it helps.
Give my team a chance to win. Simple as that. Go compete, work hard. I'm a pretty blue-collar player, so I just go out and compete.
It's about the effort that we put forward. We get treated great. We're expected to go out and play. I understand that. We need to put out a good effort all the time, home, road, wherever we are. Let's be ready to go. We do it for ourselves, for the guy beside you, every guy in this room.
Let's commit to it, eh? Let's commit to it. It's inside chips. Time.
Oh boy, Thorny, on a boy.
Time, Brenner, time.
Keep getting the puck to the net, White. Keep getting the puck to the net. Get that cycle, get that cycle.
Time, skate it. Go, Bo, help. Time, Butsy, hey.
You're good.
All right.
Aaron, you know better than that.
Stick on puck first, eh? Stick on puck, then body. Stick on puck, guys.
Just try and pound it off his pillows. We'll get guys going to the net, you know?
That first shot, though, it was...
Right, yeah, it hit him. Yeah.
Time, Henner. Henner behind you.
That's the way, Brandon. Remember, if you guys see Robinson coming down the wing like that, leave him out there. Okay, he's going to make the play through you if you go to him. So just leave him out there, make him shoot the puck.
Above him. Can't allow that pass, then. Allow that pass.
Block it!
boys, get it back! Get it back right now, get to work!
Evansville scores the first goal of the game on a power play just seconds before the penalty expires. After a lethargic start, the Komets are looking for a spark.
Watch that stick. It's over.
I was right in front of you! He needs to stick up for himself. Things on like a rag doll. He's had that coming for a while.
We've won 4 championships in 5 years, so there's a lot of expectations of the team and of myself and the organization, especially from the fans and from the people who hire me. So, you know, we try to win a championship every year here. We build a team that way. The expectations are high on the coach, the players, and there's a lot of pressure to play here and win.
The first period comes to an end, and for the Komets and Coach Al Sims, some adjustments need to be made.
We're going down 3-on-3 here. Make sure they're turning and chasing. And F1, we've got to take the body. Got to get into the body. F2's on the wall, and F3, you've got to hustle your ass up to get to their other defenseman. The reason they're successful on the power play, guys, they got 1, 2, 3 on every point shot. Right in front of the net, one guy's screening, 2 guys picking up garbage. And you know the goalies in this league, guys, they're going to stop 99% of the first shots they see. It's the rebounds that they're not going to stop. There's no way they can get to them and make another save. We need more shots, guys, and we need more traffic, especially on the power play. We're going to change the power play. Chalker's going on the half wall. We'll have Marino down here. Smitty, you're in the slot.
On the offensive side, and then he's sticking the lane here, so he's helping deny this, so the 2-on-1 switches.
Right. So, yeah, I understand that.
This is a scrapbook that my wife put together for me in '98. Gosh, before children, so. This was my overage year in Kingston in the Ontario Hockey League. Larry Mavety as the coach. So I don't think if anybody made it off this team. Matt Cook here, he's put a great NHL career together. Matt Bradley. This is my second year playing for the East York Selects in Toronto. We played the Russians in Pee Wee here. You know, it was a big thing they did like in the local paper. This was a OHL cover of a magazine that, you know, just had some, like, you know, I guess kind of the big guns of each team or whatever you want to call it. You got Mark Savard and he's, you know, had some pretty big years with the Bruins. And the rookie card, and the only card in the OHL, so I think it's going for 50 cents on eBay maybe. But, now and then you get some people that send the stuff in and you sign them and send them back to the, you know, the fans. So, gosh, I haven't looked at this in a long time, so. This is when we won the cup the next day for my first championship in 2003. We won the UHL Colonial Cup, and we also won the Terry Cup. And if you notice, Terry here is missing a stick because he went through some problems the night of the party when we won, and his stick broke off. And put it back together, but that's right when I accepted the cup in 2003. It's actually, I forgot about that picture. We won in overtime. Dustin Barag scored the overtime winner. Last one that's kind of important to me too is I got to, you know, play with the big boys, so to speak, and attend NHL training camp. It was the year that Mario Lemieux, he came back, and it was his first full training camp, so it was pretty cool just, you know, being on the ice with him. And, you know, I can't remember who else was there, but it was a long time ago. It was the day, it was actually training camp started at 9/11. And, you know, I remember coming out of concussion testing, and, you know, the first plane hit the towers and hit the first tower. Sorry, and it's funny that you know, when something like that happens, you remember where you are, and you know, everything was grounded. The flights were grounded, so you know, we had flown in the day before for camp. So, you know, if that had happened, maybe I wouldn't have been able to get to NHL training camp. So luckily, I guess I got there before. But you know, it was just a traumatic time for the U.S. and it's a weird memory, I guess, I have for that time for the country and personally. So.
The second period begins with the Komets playing down 2 men because of penalties. If they can kill the power play, they will be at full strength, only down 1 goal.
Try to be not too tight to the goalie, eh? But if you can cross his line of sight as the shot's coming, that's perfect. Deep, deep.
They got one. Next center, Smitty, next center.
Bring it up, that's it. Move the puck. Walk. Behind.
The Komets are able to kill the power play, but on this night, penalties would be a theme for the home team.
We gotta stay out of the box here, boys. Me. Offensive zone penalties. Jesus Christ. Step up. No, Smitty, get your stick out to the point.
Come on, no goal. No way. Interference.
The penalty results in a goal, putting the Komets in a 2-0 deficit.
Stand up for yourself. You sticking up for your brother? Yeah, I will. You sticking up for him? Oh, that's cute. Hey, that's cute. Hey, put on the seatbelt. Seatbelt. Strap her on. Strap it on. Do you any time. Let's go. Any time. Oh, what are you gonna do?
Don't be afraid to jump down if nobody's on you. Go right to the net.
Hey, White, all we gotta do is pick up our intensity level here.
For 53.
The Komets will have a 2-man advantage for 53 seconds.
Get in on the draw. Make sure we get possession of that puck.
Unfortunately, they can't take advantage.
Can't even get a damn shot on net in a 5-on-3. Jesus Christ.
All we do is go back, get it, turn it over, or they get control, and we get to the red line, and we come back, and we get it, and we fumble, we dump it in, we kind of fan and turn, then we back off, then we turn it over, and we go back in. It's awful back there.
Skip it. Your buddy goes and picks it up. Support him. Win a battle. Finish a hit. Get it to the net. Get a shot. Crash in there. Hack a guy. Do what you have to do. Finish a fight a guy. Whatever you have to do. Let's get fired up for 20 minutes. We can't be tired. Stick the together. Everything positive. Nothing negative.
Got to bring our best every night, and when you don't, you usually hear about it from management, from the coach, and from the leaders on our team. Coaching is a lot of hard work, and if you have assistants, obviously I've coached at the National League level with Anaheim for 3 years, and I was head coach at the San Jose Sharks for a year. You have a lot of people helping you. At the minor league level here, the AA level, a lot of teams have 2 coaches. We have 1 this year. My former assistant is coaching in Pensacola now, in the Southern Professional Hockey League, so I'm doing a lot of the work myself, and it's a lot about preparation, I think, coaching, and it's getting your team as prepared as possible for the team you're playing. Hey guys, obviously we're struggling right now here with confidence as a team, and the only way to get out of it, guys, is just work, and work smart. Make sure we get it deep, stick to our program the way we play. F1, get in there, take the body. We've got 7 takeouts through 2 periods, 7 hits. And we need 15 shots on net, not 9, not 8, not 6. Every time we get a chance to shoot, it has to go to the net here. In the neutral zone, guys, make sure we're trapping. F1, get between them. F2, make it difficult on them to get the red line. We might get a turnover between the blue lines and can turn it into a goal. But we just got to keep working, guys, and work smart. Nothing's changed.
We took some penalties. They scored 2 power play goals. So what? We can do the same thing here. We can beat this team 5-on-5. We know we can.
The third period starts with the Komets trailing by 2.
That's it. Ferns should have drive that net.
The penalties continue to mount for the Komets.
I think you could feel it almost from the night before. You know, we'd lost 2-0 the night before, or 2-1 I think, and we didn't play a very good game. So kind of what happens is you're in front of your home crowd, coaches are all over you, you want to have a big Saturday night win, so you're gripping your sticks a little bit tighter, you fall behind, you're trying to play catch up, so you're gripping the sticks even more, so you can just feel it. Guys start to get frustrated, you start taking penalties, which has been a big problem with us as of late, and you can just see the look on guys' faces. You're falling down 1, you're falling down 2, you're falling down 3, you're like, well, how are we going to come back from this?
On this night, the Komets would not be able to come back, and they fall to the Icemen 5-0.
Yeah, well, obviously it wasn't a pretty Saturday night a week ago, but you know, that's kind of the way things happen. We just didn't get out there. We were slumping, I guess, basically is how you can say it.
We didn't have it that night, but I mean, let's face it. There's a lot of nights that you don't have it, but you know, it's whether mentally you can, you know, somewhat push through.
I personally definitely think there's good losses. If we're going to go out and battle hard for 60 minutes and win your battles and work and leave everything out there, and you lose, then so be it. That's the way it goes, you know. At any point in time, whether it's Chalk or myself, we could be without a job. I mean, I've had a little bit of a slow start this year and haven't had the numbers in these first few games like I normally do. And I mean, I gotta pull up my socks. I gotta play stronger, I gotta get more points, I gotta contribute more. That's just what I expect of myself, but it's also what the organization expects of me.
Sometimes you have to hear tough things, and you know, it's how you react to them and how you deal with them is gonna be really, you know, the difference.
Their power play's outperforming ours right now. You're not going to win games with 7 hits. We usually have 11 or 12 in a period.
Once you're going downhill, I mean, it's hard to stop things, so you got to keep things swinging upwards and keep plugging away.
When you're not doing well, you know, we find out what kind of guy you are, what kind of man you are, and you know, we find out what kind of men we have on our team. And when you're a leader or you're a veteran guy, you have an A or C or whatever on your jersey, you know, people are looking at you. What you need to do as a leader and a manager and a coach is, you know, take all the excuses out of everybody and your employees, you put it back on them, and you're able to hold them accountable. And that's what you need to do when times are tough.
You need to deserve to win and want to win, and you need to come out and give your best effort. And I believe if you're going to do that, you're going to come out on top most of the time.
We're here to win games. We're in the business of winning. We're not in the business of making friends and hanging out. And you know, why we're here is to win hockey games, put people in the stands, sell advertising. You know, it is what it is. I've always said if you don't like it, get a desk job.